Coming up, the medals are rolling in as the Winter Olympics in Milan skate forward, and the Patriots fall in Super Bowl 60. All that and much more right here on WEBN Sports. Welcome to WEBN Sports. I'm Addie Koza. Thank you for joining us tonight. Team USA made history on the ice today, receiving a silver medal in curling after a fierce championship match at the Winter Olympics. Corey Tiese and Corey Dropkin battled through a tense final against Swedish siblings Isabella and Rasmus Rana, where they ultimately lost 6-5 but took home silver, making them the first American duo ever to receive a medal in doubles curling. In a dominant performance in the Super Bowl 60, the Seattle Seahawks claimed their second Lombardi Trophy with a 29-13 victory over the New England Patriots at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Seattle running back Kenneth Walker III was named Super Bowl MVP, rushing for 135 yards and adding 26 receiving yards to power the Seahawks offense. Walker becomes the first running back in nearly 3 decades to win the Super Bowl MVP award, capping a memorial postseason run as the Seattle's defense kept New England off the scoreboard until late in the fourth quarter. With more news from the National Football League, we have our correspondent Gina Simeone standing by with all the latest news. Gina?
Thanks, Addie. Following his poor performance in the Super Bowl, Patriots rookie left tackle Will Campbell left the game refusing to speak to reporters. Today, however, the former first-round draft pick apologized to the media for his silence, saying he was too emotional to speak immediately following the game. Campbell did inform the media that he had been dealing with a torn ligament in his knee that kept him from playing at 100%. Despite Campbell's performance, Coach Rabel and the team are confident that he will learn from this. Former Patriots head coach Bill Belichick was not inducted into the Football Hall of Fame after receiving less than 40 out of 50 votes needed. This has sparked controversy in the last few weeks, with many athletes not being able to understand it and calling it disrespectful. Why he did not make it is up for speculation, but due to past scandals including Deflategate and Spygate, this could have influenced people's decisions. That's all I have for the NFL. Back to you at the desk.
Just ahead, another historic chapter in the storied Beanpot Championship was written Monday night, and we'll hear from our NBA correspondent. Stay tuned.
And Pacific Islanders are on the rise.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer. In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
I love you!
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. After missing his 18th game of the season, Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James will miss the 65-game threshold required to be eligible for postseason awards. His ineligibility will end his record 21-year streak after being selected to one of the 3 All-NBA teams. James still holds the record for the most NBA career All-Team selections. Joining us now, our NBA correspondent Andrew Miller, who has the latest news from the league. Andrew?
Thank you, Addie. 4 players were ejected last night after a fight broke out between the Detroit Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets. Pistons center Jalen Duren and Hornets center Mosua Diabate were at the center of the initial confrontation, with Hornets Miles Bridges and Pistons Isaiah Stewart joining after. Stewart left the bench to join the fight, an automatic ejection under NBA rules. All 4 players were tossed from the game. Detroit won the game 110-104, but the brawl overshadowed the results. Stewart now faces possible suspension given his history of on-court altercations. The Boston Celtics are getting an update on superstar Jason Tatum's Achilles injury as the organization works towards his return timeline. The Celtics superstar suffered an Achilles tear during last year's playoff that has left him out of the season. After rebounding back into basketball activity over the past few weeks, Tatum took a key step in his rehabilitation by participating in practice with the Maine Celtics, Boston's affiliate team. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla and medical staff has stressed that Tatum's return will remain gradual and carefully monitored to protect his long-term health. But the news provides a boost of optimism for Celtics fans. That's all I have for the NBA. Back at you at the desk.
On Monday night, Boston College captured its first Beanpot Championship win since 2016. The team ultimately won against their rivals Boston University with a final score of 6-2. Multiple top Bruins prospects such as Andrew Gasseau, James Higgins, and Will Moore took the spotlight with the BC victory ahead of the upcoming NHL draft. Battling for third place, Harvard won over Northeastern University in a final score of 4-1. Just ahead, a young Canadian NHL star is looking to make waves in Milan, and we'll hear from our NHL correspondent. We'll be right back. Welcome back to WEBN Sports. Macklin Celebrini, the 19-year-old San Jose Shark star, is capturing headlines as he prepares for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy. For more on the NHL, we have our correspondent Anthony Ciano with our latest. Anthony?
Thanks, Addie. Former Pittsburgh Penguins star Jim Morrison has died at the age of 94. Morrison's death was announced on X last week by the NHL Alumni Association. During his lengthy career, Morrison played for the Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs, Detroit Red Wings, New York Rangers, and of course, the Penguins. In total, Jim Morrison appeared in 704 regular season NHL games. Morrison is being remembered as one of the top defensemen in NHL history. Top NHL prospect Gavin McKenna's alleged assault case hearing is being postponed. McKenna faces a misdemeanor assault charge after an alleged incident on January 31st. The incident took place in State College, Pennsylvania, and resulted in the victim needing his jaw to be wired shut. McKenna is also facing harassment and disorderly conduct charges moving into the upcoming NHL draft. The hearing scheduled for Wednesday will now be moved to March 11th. The 2026 Winter Olympics marked the first year since 2014 that NHL players have been allowed to compete. An agreement was reached last year between the NHL and the International Ice Hockey Federation, ending a 12-year leave of absence. This year, a total of 148 NHL players are in Milan, representing not just the United States, but several other nations as well. That's all I have for NHL. Back to you at the desk.
Chris Gotterup took home the Phoenix Open win after an astonishing 5 birdies and 6 holes. Gotterup shot 7 under 64 and won with a long birdie putt on the first hole of the sudden death match. Opponent Hideki Matsuyama sank his first tee shot into the water on the same hole. Gotterup made a stunning comeback after Matsuyama was leading the score for the first 4 days of the tournament. That's all we have for you for WEBN Sports. Thank you for watching and follow us on Instagram at WEBN_sports. Join us next week for more sports news. Have a good night.